What is up, my veggies? My name is VTR, and welcome back to another movie review. And today, I'm finally getting around to reviewing K-Pop Demon Hunters. Now, I got a lot I want to say about this movie. I actually have a story to tell, as well. Actually, a couple stories to tell related to this movie and everything in this review. So it's not going to be a short one. So I've got a bunch of stuff I want to talk about this movie. So no reason to drag it out or anything. But let's go ahead and get to what we always get into first. Is the synopsis. When they're selling out stadiums, K-pop stars Rumi, Mira, and Zoe use their secret identities as demon hunters to protect their fans from the ever-present supernatural threat. Together, they must face their biggest enemy yet: a rival boy band of demons in disguise. That's the synopsis and everything. Now, when I didn't even know about this movie or anything. I didn't know it was blowing up or anything. I didn't know about any of that. I didn't know that it was becoming a super popular big phenomenon that everyone was talking about until a friend of mine in our Discord server said, "Oh, K-pop Demon Hunters is so good." They're like that sounds like the dumbest movie ever. And I thought that everything, like my friend and a bunch of friends were like, "No, you really gotta watch it." And like another friend was like, "I would never thought would like something like this." So like, "No, dude, you gotta watch it. It's a really good movie." So we sat down together. I watched it with a few people that have already seen it. Um, and we watched it, and the first bit of it, up until the first bit of the movie, like maybe 20 minutes in, I think, if that, I don't remember. Um, I'm sitting there like, this is still a very generic animated film. Like I don't get the hype. Why is this blowing up all over the place? But then I will it picks up. And the only reason why I decided to give the movie a chance, because I learned it was from I had people that worked on Spider-Verse behind it, so that piqued my interest immediately. So and going into the movie, I had very I had pretty low expectations. So first things first, um the let's go ahead and know how to think about the movie. The animation. Actually, before I talk about the movie itself, I want to get. And I've actually watched this movie um 4 times at this point. Once was my first viewing with some people. Um, then we watched it again, showing another friend. And then this past weekend they had a um theatrical release limited time thing for 2 days, and I watched it twice in theaters in the same day. I haven't done that in years. Watching the same movie twice in one day in theaters, I haven't done that in years. So that shows you how much I actually, in my mind, how much I've liked this movie now. And actually, the more and more I've watched it, I told the story a minute ago about like the first bit being something I did not like, and it was still something. My mind has changed after watching the movie 4 times. And the movie. Let's talk about the animation first. The animation is beautiful. It's very fluid. It's got that not 100% replicating Spider Verse, but obviously there is some of that low frame rate movement stuff. It's not in the whole movie, but it is there, which I think it's there a lot, but it's not always there. So, but with the fight scenes and the dance choreography and the character designs and everything is so beautiful and everything. Um, um, the music. The one thing I thought I was actually not going to. Like, there's only been one K-pop song I've ever listened to and like gotten into and liked, and that was "Dynamite" by BTS. Um, that was a complete accident. Um, but this entire soundtrack, like when I first saw the movie, there was a few songs where I was like, I don't really like that. But as I've watched the movie a few more times and listened to the soundtrack, this movie's soundtrack is, I don't think there's a weak song in the movie at all. Um, it's the music is so good to sing along to. It's just great. Another thing about that is like it's the type of movie where like typically a movie like this I wouldn't like, where the soundtrack is like, I consider this a musical. Because even though because like it is a musical aspect, I don't know if you really label it 100% as a musical, because I don't really know if the musical numbers 100% move the plot along. Yeah, they do, I think, at points. Um, it's definitely a different. I don't want to consider this a movie that like I don't consider Sing a musical. Um, but I would consider this a musical. I don't know. It's weird. I don't really know, but overall, I will consider it. But like a musical of this nature, where like all the songs are like pop songs and everything, I typically wouldn't like. I typically would not like this kind of movie. Um, with that being said, this this movie is just the music is great. The characters, Rumi and her character arc and everything is so it's not 100% unique, but it is done in a way that feels like new and everything. I don't know. Well, not new. Um, I just like the way it's done. Just because it's not new doesn't mean it can't, it's done in a fun way and it's done well. Mira and Zoe don't have as much to do in the movie, especially Zoe. I feel like Zoe gets the least amount to do in the movie. Um, Mira's the only one that gets into like one-on-one time with Rumi. Even though I say all that, and Zoe is my favorite of the three. Um, um, and that's just hands down how it is. Um, and overall, I think the movie. My mind's blanking out. This movie's overstimulating my brain trying to talk about it. Um, but yeah, Zoe is my favorite, but I feel like she's definitely underdeveloped. If there's a sequel, I'd love to see more focus on her and Mira. Or maybe like one of them get like the full on spotlight, maybe because like uh, Rumi is the main character of this movie, so I'd hope to see maybe a sequel, maybe focus more on one of them. And then you've got Genu, the leader of the Saja Boys, and everything. Uh, his dynamic, in my opinion, on his dynamic with Rumi and with him and Rumi, have changed. I wasn't crazy about it at first. I was like, okay, this is basically where he's been going. But the more I've watched the movie, the more like I've liked it and everything. So like the more I've watched this movie, the less like the stuff I didn't like. I turn like the song Soda Pop. I actually thought was really annoying the first time I watched it, but I actually really like it now. Like I said, there's not a bad song on this soundtrack. It's I don't know anything about a friend of mine who loves K dramas. She said that like there's plenty of like that in this for people. I don't know how much it actually pulls from or anything, but I can't say anything about it. Um, but like the dance choreography, man, and everything, and when I found out that this movie was being released theatrically, I was like, I have to go see it. I didn't even know. I was like literally watching something on HBO Max, and an ad comes up, It's like, why am I getting a Netflix ad, movie for a Netflix ad, an ad for a Netflix movie on HBO Max? It's good. It's coming to theaters. And I'm like, what? Oh, I was like, I gotta go. I gotta go check it out. I gotta go watch it on the big screen. And seeing it on the big screen was a lot of fun. Seeing and being a sing along, hearing other people sing and people like being happy. There were people dancing and everything, and like people having just fun. It wasn't like obnoxious or anything. I saw some other videos, some other screenings of like some crazy cheering and stuff like that. Um, my screenings weren't like that, but I saw some videos of it, and it was like, hey, have at it. It wasn't Minecraft movie levels of like insanity, um, but overall, I have to throw some negatives out because I'm being too positive. The movie, the only problem I have with the movie, there are a couple cringe jokes, but or not really cringe jokes that just don't hit, but at the same time, I still like them. They're not like little groaner jokes, like where I'm like, ugh. Like I'm still enjoying the film. I'm still enjoying, like I'm not getting taken out of the movie or anything. Like this is one of those movies where like I don't have a lot of flaws to it. Like it is just a really good movie, and it is one of my favorites of the year. Um, I don't know if I think it's my favorite of the year. I have another movie that I haven't reviewed yet that I don't. It might take that place. I don't know. I have to like debate with myself, but right now, this is like critics give this movie a 97% on Rotten Tomatoes, and audiences give it a 99. A 99. Like just for um just for good measure, um what does for other movies that came out this year, let's look at The Bad Guys. The Bad Guys 2. The Bad Guys 2, the other animated movie that came out this year, that's the biggest one. 80, okay, that's still pretty big, but 87 and 95. Um but still, like this is almost has 100% on the board from both sides, which is rare. And the movie is just so good. What is my personal rating? See, this is where I wrestle in my head because I don't really have any negatives to say. Because basically anything I didn't like kind of dissipated with repeat viewings. And my only flaw is like I think some of the characters are underdeveloped. Also, I'm gonna say this right now. Um, who plays him? I forget his name. Ken Jeong. Probably one of his best voice acting roles in this. Um, the last thing I watched him, at least in voice acting wise, he was in My Little Pony: New Generation. But oh my goodness, this movie's just. What do I give it? This is gonna sound crazy, and I don't give this rating out very often, but this is a 5 out of 5 movie for me. 5 stars out of 5. Like, hands down. I know that's probably like crazy. Some people goes like, oh, but like it's that good. And I've gotta stand by it. I don't know. I don't know what else to say. That's really all I gotta say for this review, guys. What do you guys think of K-Pop Demon Hunters? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Let me know down in the comment section below. But that's all I've got to say for this review, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!